My first guest, you all know. We all know Dom. He's a very talented actor, a comedian, and he's going to be performing at Resorts International, which, of course, is in Atlantic City on May 24th, which is really next week, isn't it? Through the 26th. And he's starring in his own special on Tuesday, May 21st, from 10 to 11 p.m. Obviously, that's on some other network, because it doesn't say it's on this one. Usually when it doesn't say it's on this one, it's somewhere else.
He'll probably know.
He'll probably know,
Yeah.
sure. Let's find out. Okay. You're welcome, Dom Delouise.
Oh, it's so wonderful to be here.
You look like Luciano Pavarotti.
I do look like him. I do.
With that.
I was in the elevator with some girl, and she said, Mr. Pavarotti, I'm crazy about you. I said, I'm not Pavarotti. She took off all her clothes. I looked at her and I said, Oh, sole mia. It's a joke, it's a joke.
I did a lead into that.
Yes, listen, I saw you as Dr. Ruth. I fell out of bed.
You're kidding.
Yes, I just...
Did you used to work in the garment industry or something?
I just want to be... I'm going to put it
about
down
8
here.
yards
I just want
of
to
that.
be sure I get the same length when I
Yes,
leave.
we did a little satire.
With your little feet, your little feet,
Yes.
you were hysterical. You're becoming an impressionist because when you do Mr. Reagan, President Reagan, with the rosy cheeks, it was hysterical. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Isn't that nice?
You're working, aren't you?
Oh, good job, yeah.
Star search, find a star. I found a star. I've never seen so many stars. There's so many stars. There's a lot of stars,
Well, he's discovering them.
Oh, yes.
Are you hyper tonight? What is it? Are you?
No, I took a nap in the limo. They sent a limo for me. I usually drive like this. Oh, God, I hope I don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
But I fell asleep. They woke me up. They said, we're here. I said, no kidding. Boy, I'm refreshed.
Yeah, just calm down.
You want me to be relaxed? Okay. Just relax.
There you are.
Nobody's not working. I still feel good after my nap. Okay.
Yeah. Do you normally take a nap in the afternoon?
Yeah, I do take naps. I think I have low blood sugar or something. If I have a Milky Way. Oh, I found out why I was fat. You know?
You don't.
No, from that note.
What?
You know that note?
No, I don't.
Yes, I think I'm sucking up all that dust. I think this is all dust.
Have you put on, now I don't mean...
I vacuum quite a bit.
Have you put on a couple of pounds?
Yeah. Listen.
Now, I know you've gone in and out of diets, but you seem to have put on, and I don't mean
Well, listen, if I
hurt your
stop
feelings, but
vacuuming...
You put on a couple of pounds.
I have put on a lot of pounds. If I could give birth to a piano, anything, I'd go through the pains. You know what I mean?
You should not. I'd hate to give you a lecture, but...
You can give me a lecture. I'm trying very hard.
We're good friends. And
Right.
it's easy for somebody to say who does not have that
The
problem.
weight problem.
The weight problem.
It's like
say, hey,
being an
lose some weight.
alcoholic,
It's
though.
not easy.
It's
But, you
like
know,
being an alcoholic.
You're a young man.
Yeah, I am 50 years old, but
And
I
you
know.
should-
Listen, I got recently a
And
star.
I want you to stay around for a while.
I got a star on the street, on Vine.
Could you see it?
What?
Now, you see, I know that's...
That's all right.
Now, you see-
No, it's okay. He's
I
trying
know
to make a
that's-
living.
That's... Man. That's funny.
I'll tell you.
Man has to make a buck. That's right. You
Listen
do
to
what
me.
you have to do,
Right.
right?
I said, I want to wipe it. I want to wipe it comically, polish my star. And I said, wait a minute. I said, get me a dust mop. So I did it with a dust mop. But you realize that I'm right next to Marlon Brando. Now, he's also huge. And we're both on this side of the
I haven't
street.
seen Marlon for a while.
Well, no. Well, I mean, he's big. Yeah, oh, yes.
Your star's right next to him?
Right next to him, But they were worried about the traffic, so on the other side, they put Orson Welles and Shelley Winters.
see, you can be cruel, too, right?
Well,
Yeah.
sure. I'm trying to earn a living, too.
Now, you know when I say that, I mean it only because I'm very fond of
No, it is difficult. I mean, my kids
it's easy for me to say
My kids
because
say, let's make a deal,
Your kids tend to get a little...
No, my kids, they don't eat chocolate, they don't eat sugar. If you put sugar in their malted, I make a malted, I cook.
Yeah.
What a surprise. But I
Boy,
take-
do you cook.
I'm cooking as we speak. I got everything on low.
Yeah.
But I mean,
We won't keep you long.
you take a banana and some ice and
Yeah.
some
That's a good
milk.
milk. That's a good-
Right. If I put sugar in there, Michael says no.
That's right.
Michael's real thin, walks on his hands. I haven't walked, once I walked on my hands when I was drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gotta find the house.
Now, you've just done a cookbook, have you?
I wrote a cookbook. I'm writing. I'm in the midst of with Simon & Schuster.
Mainly Italian cooking?
Well, yeah, my mother is a terrific cook, and I got some wonderful, but there's nothing in it that has a lot of oil, a lot of sugar. It's just a lot of peasant dishes. It's good.
Well, pasta is really very good for you.
Yes, there's a lot of interesting pastas that you don't find on the street.
Like what?
Well, first of all...
And I don't want any pasta you'd find on the street either. I like it.
Ask me what the name of my cookbook is.
What is the name of your cookbook?
It's called Eat This.
Really?
I swear.
Why not?
It's a good name.
Remember, the one who wrote "You Are What You Eat" was written by
Gaylord House.
Gaylord House.
You are what you eat. You know that expression, you are what you eat? You're looking at a Hostess Twinkie. Anyway, so some of the recipes are preceded by like I once had a Mother's Day celebration for my mother. Carol and I had all the people come to a restaurant in New York. Now, my mother came to the restaurant with trays of food. I swear to you, veal cutlets with tinfoil, sausages, peppers with tinfoil, and a cake to the restaurant. So I said, "Ma, we're going to order." She said, "Serve this first." So the man was very sweet, a Bruce Laffey, and we served my mother's thing as an hors d'oeuvre, and then everybody took home 2 chicken breasts.
You see, that's where it's at, right?
We once, is that a
Sorry, go ahead. Well, then we'll cut away after this.
Well, this is this is the meaning of life. You're going to cut away from that?
No, we'll stay here.
Oh, I hope the hell not.
No. No, we want to get the meaning of life out before midnight.
Okay. One of the anecdotes is that my father was illiterate. He just couldn't read at all. He just wrote his name, took a long time, put the glasses on, and he wrote, "Quiet," he'd say. And he would write his name, and it would take a long time.
He was a religious man, too, wasn't he?
He was a religious man. But it took him a long time. Now, we went to a Chinese restaurant, and we all had our fortune cookies, and everybody was opening their cookie, right? And my father ate his cookie with the fortune in it. And we said, "Pa, there's a fortune in there." Yeah. And he said, "Why don't you tell me?" And I said, "How is the cookie?" He said, "A little dry." He just didn't. That's the meaning of life story.
Eat the cookie.
I lied about the meaning of life.
That's right. We'll be right back after this. Did you tell me you had a joke or something, or a story or what?
Yeah, there's a story. A friend of mine, Janet Ty, had a friend who went to New York, and she was frightened about New York. She thought it's a dangerous place, And then about 1 o'clock in the morning, she wanted a cup of coffee, so she went into this very nice hotel, huge elevators, and she was worried about New York and people and, being, accosted. And she went into the elevator, and she heard a growl, and the door closed, and there was a black man in the corner, 350 pounds, and he said, "Lay down." And she just threw herself on the floor. She heard another growl, "Lay down," he said. Oh, she was so frightened, And she looked right on the floor, like over here, and there was a dog right near her. And the dog said to her, "He was talking to me." And the story is that it's Rosie Greer, and he said, "I'm sorry I frightened you," he said, and he paid her hotel bill. So if you see Rosie Greer, throw yourself.
Make sure he has a dog, right?
Because he will. I mean, that's a real story? I mean, that's a here. Somebody told me on the phone, and I said it's got to be too weird to be.
Sounds like one of those that somebody makes up. Or
you think somebody made it up?
You never know.
The dog didn't talk, really.
I know that. Yeah.
That's just.
You took a dramatic license. For
I took a license.
Sure. You did.
Sometimes you say one thing but you mean another. Like for instance, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah,
he sent a message to you, but I didn't hear what it was because his mouth was full. I don't know what was. He said something about "Tell Johnny Horver." I don't know what he was doing, but I didn't hear the words clearly.
Well, it's nice of him to remember me.
He said it was nice of him to remember me.
What is he? You guys are pretty close, aren't you?
We're very close. Not too close now since the baby.
But I mean, you're what you call friends.
But we are good friends. People say, "Do you know Bert?" I say, "Sure, I know him."
Yeah.
I work with him.
I know him, but I'm not like you hang out and you.
Oh, I know him better than you.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
One for the fat boy.
No, I didn't say that.
You didn't say it. You thought it.
No, I didn't.
All right, anyway, he was going with Sally Field for many, many years,
That's
And
true.
Carol and I are often invited to the house, and, you ring the bell, and Sally would open the door and say, "Hi, Sally," and you go in and have a nice evening. He's very, very warm host. He's a wonderful host of his home. Now, he changes girlfriends, and he doesn't tell me or Carol, so we're invited to the house, by Harry, who works for him. So we rang the bell, the door opened, and Lonnie Anderson was there. And I said, "Slonny!" Look, Carol, it's Lonnie. I mean, you get one of those moments when you say one thing and you really mean, how the hell did you get here?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he's been going with her a long time, and she's
true.
wonderful.
Yes,
Clean. I've seen her in the kitchen. She has a lace dress with a lace apron over the lace dress. I cook in this sweater,
Yeah.
and I have to have it burned every 2 or 3 years
know.
just to get the grease out
Nice
of it.
to know that she's clean.
Oh, she's wonderful. I don't mean clean.
Well, you made it sound like a medical report. You can say it's like she's clean.
No, I mean, she's good enough you could eat off her arms.
Not
I mean,
me,
if you-
folks.
if you were
not
prone
me.
to-
Oh, no.
If you
Not
wanted
I,
to.
not I, of course.
If you were hungry, I mean,
That's
you,
right, of
you
course.
had no place to
Never
sit
mind
down.
that. Never mind that. What else do we want to talk about tonight?
What else do you want to talk about? Oh, I had the special on, and
Yes,
I
did
got a
men- I
chance
did
to
mention that.
interview Bo Derek.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bo Derek has skin that I don't know where she got it from. I mean, it's just
Probably Lonnie Anderson. I mean, is that
the
kind of
leftover
skin? Yes.
skin, right? Was sent over and formed into that. She is quite unique. She's quite a unique lady,
Yes. Yeah.
And she has a John Derek who sits over there when you talk, and he has the best taste in women. I mean, Ursula Andrews and Linda Evans, and Linda Evans is just thrilling, isn't she?
He's married nice-looking ladies.
Yes. Well, do the stars have to audition through you to get on?
They actually have to go to his cabin up in Arrowhead for the weekend and then do their act on the wharf.
Well, anyway,
Never mind what
we
Burt
have-
Reynolds said. What is
all right, but we have Charles Durning on the show, and
good
Orson
act.
Welles is on the show, and Ricardo Montalban, very classy man, Ricardo Montalban.
rich Corinthian leather?
Yes.
Of course. Okay, we'll take a break. So give my best to Bert, too, and tell him
I will.
to home one time. We'll be back.